Hello, YouTube. We are A&D Anime Reactions. My name is Alexander,
And I'm Daquan.
and today we're watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Episode 5. Last time we saw Ingenium versus Batman. Yes, he was Batman, who loved to run at high speed and devoted himself to speed at the detriment of everything else, except the fly, because he could also fly, which was shocking.
Yes, he was some type of vampire villain.
He had a bat quirk, and evidently it also meant he had echolocation. So, I remember we were thinking while watching the episode that quirk actually seemed like an actual genuine quirk against in the main show. Like, at that level of strength, that was scary. He was super fast. He could fly around. He could hear everything. Like, that was like a Merkel level quirk. Something that could really kick your ass. So...
And he do all that at night.
Yeah, and obviously it was boosted by Trigger, so he isn't actually that strong in reality. But if that was his quirk strength in actuality, that would have been cool to see. Although he obviously was Trigger. Anyway, next time, also we learned that while Nice Guy got an invitation to work at the Hero Agency, he was rejected later on because he was being a vigilante.
Ingenium's Hero Agency specifically.
Yeah, Although I'm wondering if he had to pull it back because he saw him doing something illegal, or if he saw him doing something that he thought he was already getting his needs met. It probably makes sure of both, because I feel like he can ignore you as a vigilante while on the streets.
It was more the latter. He said that here I found him doing what he needed to do. Because he already told him that if you wanted to join the Hero Agency and do hero work, he said, but I need a license to do all those things. He says, we can solve all those things after you start. So he didn't seem to be very much worried about the formalities.
That is true. It does make me wonder, though, where are they during the current series? Because this is like 6 or 7 years ago, before Deku was... Because this was young Deku with young hot mom. That was interesting. But also, that means that this is the same city that Deku lives in.
I guess so. If you raised in the city.
Yeah, it seems so. Well, anyway, a lot of fun stuff happening. I'm curious to see what will happen next. So far, the main villain is the part-time villain, Queen Bee, who was going around spreading her trigger around to whoever, I guess, seems to have a drive to sort of pursue. I mean, that seems to be the main focus. Like, they don't want random people who will go ballistic. They want someone who has enough strength to sort of, well, still kind of be insane and pursue their goals. Like, it has enough self-awareness to not just become a raging monster, because evidently that is no longer useful. That is no longer useful data. So that's the next goal, was to try and find people who can become more like proper villains. To what extent, I'm curious to know. Like, is this also one of All For One's schemes? It could be, but then again, he did seem to want to destabilize Hero Society, and having a bunch of random civilians become effective villains would definitely achieve that goal. And he does seem to have, as you mentioned before, he has his hands in all manner of pies. So if this research bears fruit, that's another source of stability that he can seek. So that's a possibility. But I also do wonder, though, as these villains become more focused and more powerful, even if it's just buffed, does that mean that the framing device, that if they keep this up, they're going to get hurt, is going to be proven true? Because Aizawa did say, I appreciate the assist, but if you keep doing this, you're going to get yourself hurt. So that seems to be promising that eventually they're going to get over their heads.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be fun to see. I'm curious to see just how fast it escalates. Will it be immediate, or will that be more of like a season finale kind of thing? Anyway, we'll find out soon. So without further ado, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Are we? And let us begin. Oh, whoops.
Thank you. Come again. Hey, let's give it up for the new guy. You okay? Seems like you might have drank too much.
Yeah, I guess we might have gone a little grab some tea next.
Oh, hey, my place is close if you're feeling up. That sound all right to you guys?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'd love to see your place.
You forgot you got roommates.
Let's go.
Yay, bro, you're on! And here we are.
Ah. Oh.
It's all right, no need to be shy. I've got plenty of snacks.
Oh my god.
I told you, his association with dark alleys is concerning. Dark alleys. This dude is always in dark alley. Like I said this on like the episode 1 and episode 2, where I was like, dude needs to stay out of the dark alleys. And then I realized he uses the dark alley to get into his house. I was just like, oh, I mean, but it's still a problem. Yeah, dark alleys. This dude.
That is probably why he has such a poor social life, because he keeps doing stuff like this. Because-
Not recognizing what the issue is.
That did seem like he just, when he just does that big smile on his face, he seems like a creep.
Yes. He's like, I'm gonna diddle you in this dark alley. And you got booze in you. He's like, all the advantages.
All the problems.
Hey, that's him. That new creep of a freshman, Himawari. I hear he tried to force a girl into an abandoned building. Wouldn't take no for an answer.
Oh.
That sucks. Be sure to stay away from him.
That scrawny kid? It goes to show you can never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, a guy like that will go after anyone, so keep your guard up.
Who knows what kind of stuff that freak gets up to when no one's looking?
Yeah.
Doesn't he sound like a target for Queen Bee now?
I guess technically, yeah, but he knows he doesn't want to be a villain, so
I know he knows that, doesn't, but she doesn't know that.
perhaps.
We'll see.
Not sure knows the happenings on a college campus as a high school student.
Who knows? Maybe.
I've got this place, and it's more space than most people have. So much it's lonely. I really screwed the pooch on my college debut.
Oh.
Would you relax? It's no big deal.
Backstory.
We all die someday.
You'll die someday. Saying to a youngin' is crazy.
All that changed fast. The party never ends with the two of them filling up this space.
Judgment.
As police search for accomplice, the arsonist's identity is still unknown. And now, on to the next story. We've received a follow-up report on the string of jewelry store robbery murders that began
Got 6
months ago.
arms.
According to the police,
He's put Ben 10 to shame.
Yaro Temba, age 27. He was just recently released from prison. The suspect has been classified as a villain. And to aid the police in their continued efforts, heroes have been added to the search.
Oh.
Murked.
Pre-stain. So cleaner. Huh.
Today's a nice day to make the set list for my next show and brush up on choreography. Maybe I could write a new song.
How did you get a key to his place?
Oh, you're here, Coach.
So this
He
confirms.
lives there. It's his house.
But it also confirms that she is an active, like, either a high school student or middle school student. Because she repeatedly wears the uniform, and it's been several months now. So she is still a minor.
Yes.
Get Kendrick on his ass.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Guys,
Oh, you're here, Koichi.
is that a surprise? I'll remind you that I live here after all.
Yeah, you keep saying it. Anyway, we got anything to drink?
Did he really just say that? Yeah, you keep saying that. No, B, I live here.
Yes. And why don't you ever go home? Stop coming to my place. Go to your house.
That might suggest her house isn't that good of a place.
That's true.
Because hypothetically, she could be a pop idol to get the attention she doesn't feel like she gets at home.
That's true.
So what's got you this focus there?
My hoodie's a little beat up,
Ooh.
so I'm mending it.
Oh, that thing? Why not just replace it with something that can take a hit?
I can't. This one's the only costume for me. There! And besides, you can't beat official all my merchandise. Every time I wear it, I feel my courage explode.
It seriously means that much to you?
That was mine. I was gonna eat that pudding later.
Well, you could have said something if you wanted it so bad. You can't blame me for eating something if you didn't put your name on it.
It's really not a big...
This is his house. That is his food.
Yes.
This girl. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help.
Something if you didn't put your name on it.
It's really not a big deal. But this side of you's funny. You seriously can't back down from a fight, huh?
I am an idol! How dare you make me sound so crass?
Yeah.
You look very crass right now, like a rivet.
Buying snacks, I'll make sure to stock up enough for you too.
That's not what I'm talking about! It's like, why can't you ever let yourself accept what you're worth? Buy something that suits you instead of patching up that crummy old thing.
It's not crummy! Say whatever you want about me, but as soon as you make it about the hoodie, you cross the line. I cannot allow.
Okay, let's chalk that up as a whoops from me.
Also, not like they're cheap. Each one's a specialty good for the most hardcore fans. And they're rare. You're looking at limited runs, and I've got them all except the Silver Age edition with authentic colors. Try to say this isn't awesome. Just try.
So you don't have the full collection?
Used to. I gave that one to a kid. Kind of silly, but up through middle school, I wanted to be a hero and I got serious.
Oh.
So before high school, I said, why not take an entrance exam for a hero course? But I messed up the morning of the test. Crap, I'm late! Crap, the test! I won't make the hero course if I can't even show up on time! Hold on. I thought the station was here. I don't know the streets of Tokyo. Help! There's a child in the river! Someone call the cops! No, the fire department! No, I
Is that her?
No.
my exam.
Pink hair, sounds like a girl screaming. Seems to pop up.
Oh, maybe. Oh, it probably is.
Don't fear. Because I am here! Holy crap, it's cold! The current's quick! Help! Oh, it's Shallow. Isn't that nice? Hey kid, you alright? Didn't expect a nice cold bath first thing this morning. Hey, did anyone see where my hoodie ran off to? We could use it right now.
Here, this'll help you.
No, I'll be okay. For him.
Oh.
No, the hero test!
Yep, definitely a woman.
That's how it went.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I got there, I was too late to take the exam. I wonder, what if that day went differently? Would I have managed to make it into the hero course? Would I still be pursuing that dream? But I gave up my hero spirit that day, along with my prized hoodie. There with that boy, whose name I don't even know.
She.
A brave man jumped in the river to save my life. That's how I wound up on this path.
Oh.
Well then, do you have any words for the man who gave you this chance to be a hero?
Oh, huh.
Who saved you that day?
I'd recognize that pink hair anywhere.
No, you wouldn't. Because it's pop step.
I think that's good enough for me.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You were so busy pretending to be one, you gave up your best chance to live your dream and become a real hero. How stupid can you be? I'm leaving.
Wait, what? But it's a nice story. Shouldn't you be seeing me in a new light right now? What just happened?
She probably feels guilty.
Idiot.
Oh.
I can't believe you're so dumb. Don't say you gave up your hero spirit. Don't say it's good enough. Try not being
Kazuho.
such a pushover for once. And hey, punk, that boy whose name you don't know? Well, he was me.
Oh.
And I'm not a boy, you poover brain! Back then, I would always use my leap quirk to clear the river so I didn't have.
Unfortunately, that means their age gap is so much more obvious now.
Well, their age gap is probably no more than like 4 or 5 years.
Still. Very little kid, someone trying to get to high school. Wait, no, high school's like 15.
14.
Yeah. Never mind, that's fine. I was thinking at college.
Because I had to think about it, like, with me and Jay, like, she was in high school when she was just starting high school when I was starting college.
Yeah.
And we're still in the same generation because both of our parents had us not too far
I
apart.
was misthinking. But yeah, never mind. But still, though, I do agree with her. Just because you failed one exam doesn't mean you can't take the next one.
He didn't fail. He didn't take it.
I know, but that means failing. Not showing up is an auto fail.
I think it's worse than failure because he didn't try.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't still consider that to be failure. I consider it to be worse than failure.
Oh, okay.
Because even if he couldn't get that hero test, apparently, like he said, he had the opportunity to join the engineering agency. Of course, engineering rescinded that, but there's other ways. He truly wanted to be a hero, and that was like his real dream.
Mm.
He would have thought of other things and other pathways.
Yeah, that's true.
Because most people think of when it's your dreams by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm. Don't let them stay dreams.
Each time. I did work to clear the river so I didn't have to walk all the way around each time. But it had rained the night before, so the ground was slippery and the river was higher than normal. And then, ever since that day, I haven't stopped thinking about him. And to think, I actually got to meet him recently. And to think, he saved me again. But I still haven't found a way to thank him.
Give him back his hoodie.
It was funny. You
Yeah.
seriously can't back down from
That would make his day.
I just want you to know, I can be nice if I feel like it.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you for all the times you've saved me, Koichi. I'm sorry for messing up your exam back then.
Now she's gonna get jumped.
She better not. She's on top of the roofs. A lot of people should be able to get up there.
Whether you have what it takes
Flying
to be a
villains.
hero. The fact I'm alive.
Well, they caught Batman in your last episode, so
You wanna know what I think? You've always been a real hero.
without a license.
Hey there, you okay? Forget something?
It's not that. I just had something I needed to tell you.
Oh.
Well, spit it out. Come on.
That deserves a slow clap.
Cock blocking.
You brought us some pudding? Ain't this stuff for chicks and kids?
If you don't like it, keep your grubby paws off.
Did you bring any for me?
That cup's supposed to be for you.
Anyway, what did you want to tell me? Does it have anything to do with the bag?
Go ahead and try taking my stuff and your hand comes off. Can't believe it sometimes.
That is not his fault.
Like, have something to say? Not again.
That's frustrating.
Thinks you even
Yes.
thought of coming over.
A That's such a cheap.
Because of you?
And every time I put it on, my courage explodes and all my worries are gone.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. If only it were that easy. Ridiculous.
Well, you know her home life is not terrible because her house at least looks not like
Yeah.
it's not destroyed.
That's true. This is a cool transition. Villain time.
You got beat pretty good.
So, you've used up your ideal trigger, and you've got nothing left?
Yeah,
And how do you ask your dealer for more?
can't. They're the one who approached me in the first place. Just gave me the drug for free.
Hey,
Huh?
got a new batch for you, Akira. Wanna try?
Huh.
Oh, you're the metal dude.
Oh. Oh, right. He's the guy who got beaten into his life.
Yes. By Knuckle Duster. He said he loved those quirks because they don't die when he hit them.
Am I crazy? Or is that the Hardman guy we caught the other day? I was sure they'd toss him into some kind of villain prison to avoid this.
You weren't officially registered as a villain unless you committed multiple quirk-related offenses. Once isn't enough.
Got it.
Huh.
We better stop him before it does any more. I'm off.
When you put it like that, it almost sounds like you're trying to protect the villain from the police.
Oh, at least he knows who you are.
Yep.
That's some respect.
He got my name right that time. He called me the Crawler.
I'm happy about it.
But that means I can lead him away from all the civilians. So I'll take it.
Too bad Gramps isn't around today.
Sorry, busy.
Wait, he actually has a life?
That's the line so far.
It'd be crazy he has a wife and kids too.
I hope he does. Now, wife, kids, and grandkids.
That would be big wild. Someone call the cops.
Yeah.
Don't you have a cell phone, little girl?
Evidently not.
This guy's moving way faster than last time. Seems like he's stronger too.
But it's interesting that how you can only be classified as a villain if you do quirk-related crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means non-quirk-related crimes. So, if you just rob a bank by itself.
You're just a bank robber here.
Yeah.
Gentle criminal.
Loopholes.
Mm-hmm. Villains are a class above normal criminals.
Yes, but that means the smart ones would only want to stay as regular criminals then.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Mafia, for example, or the Triad, or the Yakuza. They would all want to stay within, like... Or seem to stay within the lesser rank to get less...
Probably less sentences.
But then again, the one Hayakasa family, the ones with Eri, were very obviously a villain group. Because all of them were
You're a Yakuza.
yeah, exactly. So the one Yakuza was villains, but I imagine most every Yakuza would probably try and be like more low-key. Well, then again,
Well, the quirk is probably where the money is, right?
yeah. It probably varies, yeah.
I wouldn't be a broke villain. If I was gonna be a villain, I might as well be rich.
I know, but if you're caught, you would want to be thrown in a normal prison, not quirk prison.
Yeah, but if I have a good team of high power quirk people, that means I still probably get broken out. I'd be like all for one.
You'd want to be broken up?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'd be like all for one. Unless I was thinking like, well, I have nothing else better to do. I'll sit here until I decide to see the next time for me to go pounce and do my next plan.
Just sit here menacingly. Aura farming.
Mm-hmm.
Aura farming.
All for One was definitely good at aura farming. That dude was a psychopath. The way he got on All Might's nerves was a class act. They both irked each other's nerves to the extreme. It was hilarious.
I'm just realizing right now that these bees are kind of mechanical.
Yeah.
Mecha bee.
It was TRD2C. It's a cocktail we're trying out for dopaminergic enhancement. So, inoculation results. I confirm significant change has occurred, both in his psychological aggression and the quirk's strength. Ugh. Sounds so clinical when I put it like that.
Very Asian ass spinning her pen like that.
What?
They're very Asian ass spinning her pen like that.
Oh.
You don't see very many Americans spinning pens like that.
Nice.
Scott, I'd rather go and check out our subject's toughness for myself.
Oh, look, it's Hachiska.
Hey, what are you up to? Homework? Writing a report for work.
Yeah, that sounds so lame.
You wouldn't believe what they pay me for this crap, though.
This is bad. There's debris everywhere from his punches. Hard for me to keep my footing.
Oh, he about to get whacked.
Come on, Hero.
About to pop a spleen, but I guess not.
Ooh.
Now it's interesting.
Oof, he's strong. Strong. Ting. I am the samurai.
You're tough.
Hey, Brandon? We need to get out too.
Excuse me. Thank you for your help, sir. Can I ask your name? I'm Stendhal, a meddler like yourself. We'll meet again.
Ninja.
Samurai.
Master, I wish you could have seen how cool this guy was. The villain ran from one slice of his sword. Maybe I'd do better if I carried around a katana.
This guy's got a fan.
PPP.
Samazu and the rest of his crew just sent me a message. So what you guys got?
A legendary alum.
He said he's an older dude who used to go to his school. Some kick-ass fighter who could maybe help us down the road. Claims he's super manly and doesn't abide criminals.
I just transferred here, so I don't know this guy yet.
I guess they told him about us and he said he'd like to meet up in person. The restaurant in front of the station work?
Yes, sounds great. If other locals
Sketchy.
sign me up. I get it now. This guy must be like Mr. Stendhal. I love seeing how many people in Naruhata share a sense of justice. If only these hidden heroes could be more active.
So this answers your question, I think. He was saying it's the same city as Deku. I think Deku lives in Tokyo, not Naruhata. Because he said that when he was going to go take his hero course, he went to Tokyo. He does not understand the city streets of Tokyo.
Fair enough. Unless he went to a different city. Unless he went to a different hero course. There's no guarantee he went to UA.
True. Cause he went to the one, specifically his flashback, went to one in
Tokyo.
Tokyo, and right now he's calling this place Naruhata.
Yeah.
Well, I guess an easy question to ask is, where's UA?
Where's Naruhata City?
My hero is located in hilltop overlooking the city in Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan.
Okay, so where is
This is to be near Tokyo.
Okay, so where's Naruhata?
it's Narahatu.
Yeah.
Narahata. Yeah, let's try that. See if Google fixes it.
Okay, it's a word, Tokyo. Okay. So he is in Tokyo.
Oh, so he's still in Tokyo. So yeah, so I guess they are in the same town.
Huh, neat. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Because Tokyo has a bunch of different words.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we lost connection. Come on, return to us.
Good show.
Return. No. Oh.
Figured that was common sense.
Wait,
I don't know. Folks,
justice! If only these hidden heroes could be more. Stendhal! I love seeing how many people in Naruhata share a sense of justice. If only these hidden heroes could be more active, it would be great for everyone, right? I'll be sure to do my part.
I don't know. Folks justifying their fighting based on their own sense of right and wrong is a slippery slope. Figured that was common sense.
Wait, what?
Something wrong?
No, not really. It's just like... not a weird one. Could be. It's not like what you said was wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
Stop that! You know better than to think too hard about what he tells us.
Don't think too hard.
Hold on. I want to know what his life is like, though. Behind the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Just you? Where's the geezer?
Have you met before?
Well, we do know your friend is a sharp one for sure.
Yes, we've met!
What, you guys think I'm some kind of hellish monster?
No, of course not. But like, he's definitely not a nice dude. What's to call him?
You're the dogs and murder man!
Yeah, that sums it up.
Fine, whatever. Why'd I bother coming out here?
Yes, let him go.
Sir. What did he want to talk about?
Who cares? He can shove it!
Huh? Ooh.
Disrespectful. Got him right in his eye.
So your eyes don't harden with the rest of your body.
Dog, that is diabolical.
Fear, the rest of your
It means he's inferior to Kirishima.
That is diabolical. I don't care if it's a Red Riot. Dude is diabolical to hit that man in his eye.
inside from your lack of conviction.
So yeah, he does smell like a Steen prototype.
That's called crime. When a person falls to crime, they're called a villain. With a single sword stroke, I eliminate your crime.
Yo,
Oh!
that dude's diabolical.
In other words, judgment.
Yeah, he
But
said
what-
the thing. You don't understand?
No, because we kept talking over the dialogue. I couldn't hear.
Oh.
That's why. Huh.
So your eyes don't harden with the rest of your body.
Mm-hmm.
When your focus falters from pain and fear, the rest of your quirk begins to falter as well. Do you know where your fear and pain come from? Inside, from your lack of conviction. When you wield power without conviction, that's called crime.
Oh.
When a person falls to crime, they're called a villain. With a single sword stroke, I eliminate your crime. In other words, judgment.
Whoa. Bloody.
Now then, next,
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh, but that was not expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. Not from my Hero franchise.
We now have an instant villain killer.
Yeah. Dude is diabolical. Stabbed the man in the eye. Told him that his quirk weakens because he feels pain. And now his judgment is death.
Yes.
That is wild. Yeah, Gramps Knuckle Duster got hit it right. I guess he had to say it so that we already knew that. I want to call him Gandalf, but that's not his name. Stendhal, whatever his name is. The diabolical dude we just saw murk this man. Is exactly what Knuckle Duster was talking about. So I guess they're going to end up saving the dude who tried to kill Pop Step.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was wild. That was not expected at all. I'm shocked.
Shocked, I say.
Or say shooketh.
Shooketh.
I am shooketh, thou have seen. Why art thou a vigilante of death?
I'm kind of curious what his quirk is. Or is he also another one of those quirkless people?
He seems pretty strong.
But so is Knuckle Duster.
Yeah. But Knuckle Duster also is like yoked. He's not that yoked, so.
That'd be interesting.
That's what figure that out. Because, yeah, I'm just like. Well, he also jumps really high, too. So it's just like. As we'll see.
It'd be funny if he has the same quirk as Pop Step, jumping.
Diabolical.
My quirk is better than you.
Or he just uses it better.
I know.
But yeah. So I wonder if, because he sees himself as a vigilante, because he's in actual justice. Looks like Queen Bee is looking at him as a potential candidate for Trigger.
Yeah.
And she's looking to create villains. But he doesn't see himself as a villain, so I wonder how those two are going to.
Well, she seems to want
together.
data, because that's what she's being paid for. So I think if, as long as that person is using the trigger, she might not care.
True.
Because as long as he's willing to take trigger, that's all that matters.
That's true. Makes sense.
But now it's just a matter of convincing him that they were villains based off their own prerogatives versus it being trigger that makes them villains, which is the one catch, because we do know that it caused their mental state to go out of whack and commit these crimes. So if she can keep that from him, he might take it.
Perhaps. But it also shows she's a diabolical teenager too. So I have no pity if she gets rocked in the face.
She is diabolical.
She is.
But I think you mean getting rocked in the face again. There's an eye patch.
That's where her quirk comes from, though.
Yeah.
That's the beehive.
No wonder she keeps it covered.
It's kind of creepy looking properly.
Just a bee. Just the bee.
Yeah, so yeah, I have no sympathy for her. I've started developing a lot of things like my mom. Like, I feel less bad about children having bad things happen to them because children can also be evil. I'm not talking about like a 5, 6, 7-year-old. I'm talking about like 17, 16, 18. Granted, I've always said even in middle school, some of my classmates were evil. Like, straight up evil. And I'm like, good Lord, how can you be prepubescent and evil?
Easy. Violence and villainy.
I don't know if villainy was a part of it, but violence was definitely a part of it. Villainy, not so much. But I just remember some of my bus rides home. I'm just like, how can you be this evil? And you've only been on the earth like 12, 13 years.
Maybe they learned it from elsewhere.
Yeah. They definitely did, but didn't mean you have to propagate it.
That is true. That is true. It is always a choice.
Because you can see the choices going ticking in their head, and they're like, you know what? Violence was the question. Yes was always the answer. I'm like, I said, all I do was talking, and now you're up there beating his face in. I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah.
I think he meant violence was the question. Yes was not the answer.
No, for them, yes was the answer. They proceeded with violence.
It was the answer. It was the answer. It was
was
the
the answer
answer
that was
they
chosen.
chose. But
Yes.
not the correct one.
Well, the bus driver didn't say anything about it, so.
Well, I'm saying something about it.
You probably got beaten that bus too.
Probably.
I told you, those were literal little demons.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, good Lord. I'm like, I blame your parents.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I have no sympathy for Queen Bee. Whatever happens to her next, hopefully she gets punched in the face. I'll be happy for that.
Repeatedly.
As long as not done by Knuckle Duster, if Knuckle Duster punches in the face, I'll feel a little bad.
Why?
Because Knuckle Duster's heavy-handed.
And? Why does
That's
it matter?
true.
Why does
That's
it matter
true.
who punches her?
That's true.
You've already accepted violence upon her. You should not care about the degree.
I'm a hero at heart, I guess.
Are you?
I think I'm a hero at heart. Or at worst, a vigilante. At best, a hero.
Give him some things to say. I debate that.
Well, you just saw me talk about the fact that the hero pulls things into order without necessarily causing excessive pain and suffering. She just needs just enough pain and suffering.
But what is just enough?
Not Knuckle Duster punching her in her face.
I wonder about that. Anyway, with that sobering thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this episode of us. We love watching these videos of you. If you really like what we do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about this episode. Do you like Knuckle Duster? Do you like Queen Bee? Do you agree with Daquan that she should be punched in the face? Do you agree with me that she should be punched in the face by Knuckle Duster? Say me. I am right here. Let her be smashed. As always, if you really like what we do, make sure to join our Patreon. It gives you access to all of our videos, including Patreon exclusives. But more importantly, it gives you access to our Discord, where you can talk with us live, especially while we are filming videos. It lets us build a more close community together. We'll get to know you better. We get to share ideas. Maybe we could even recommend what shows we watch next, possibly. Who knows? We're often an open book. Anyway, thank you so much for being with us, and please have a good day.
All right, till next time. Later.
Wale.